Hey, how's it going? Rich from Elk Endeavors here. Hey, I wanted to talk to you today about mentoring. And I know I've talked to you about this before, but I wanted to take a walk here and just sort of talk a little bit about what it means to be a mentor, what it means to have a mentor, and what it means to take your mentoring needs to the next level, okay? So, I talked a while ago, I think I wrote a blog post about it, I don't think I did a video, but I talked about how there's like 4 or 5 tiers of mentors, right? And the first type of mentor, the dead guys that started out mentoring and started out personal development, people like Napoleon Hill, Earl Nightingale, people like that. And then, so they're like completely inaccessible, but their stuff is amazing. And then you've got tier 2 mentors, which are like Jim Rohn or Brian Tracy, Tony Robbins, people that are really, really famous and really, really at the top of their game. But again, relatively inaccessible compared to, compared to other people. So, and they have actually learned from the Earl Nightingales and Napoleon Hills of the world, right? And then you've got Russell Brunson, Vic Streisuse, people like that who are, again, inaccessible, but more accessible, and they feel like they're accessible, right? So when I think about Vic, and I think about Russell Brunson, like I feel like they're accessible. I feel like I can access them, even though I really can't. But I feel like that I can access them. And someday it's possible that there's a chicken. Someday it's possible that I would be able to access them. So this video is hopefully this. Okay, so that's the 3rd tier, and then the 4th tier are people that you might be able to access eventually because they're sort of almost like you, right? So that's like I mentioned Josh Elders and Nathan Lucas and Marissa Romero, people that I'm learning from on YouTube that are really good at their craft. They're in the affiliate marketing space, but they're not. They haven't built a business where there's no competition for it, right? Like the 4% or like ClickFunnels. So those are the 4 mentors, right? So and then the 5th mentor was like someone like me, where I am to someone who has not been an affiliate marketer before. I am and can be a mentor because I have a certain amount of expertise that someone who hasn't started yet doesn't have, right? So I am like, if I've been at this a week longer than someone who needs help, then I become an expert in that space and I become an expert to that person. So I can position myself as an expert and help someone succeed. And that's really what I want to do. But then over the last couple weeks, I've been working with a mentor that I found on Facebook. And he and I have gotten along really, really well. And he works with Facebook ads. So one of the things, like I'm working through the 4% Success Challenge, and while I'm doing really well at it, I'm getting impatient in terms of like scaling, because I really want to, I want to move along. And so I shouldn't say impatient, but just like I just felt like I needed more help, and I wasn't able to get it right off the bat, just because my Vic has been so busy, and there's a lot of things that changed in the 4% Success Challenge for the better. But because I've gotten myself into these habits of making YouTube videos every day and all the things I'm trying to do for my business, I don't have time 3 hours a night to work on completing the videos. So now I'm, so I started with this mentor. His name is Kevin, and he's awesome. Like, we have a great time, and he's teaching me a ton of stuff that I didn't know. And because I'm able to Zoom in with him and FaceTime with him, we're getting to know each other, and that's really cool, because he understands how I work. I'm starting to understand how he works, and I can ask questions of him that I might not be able to, I can't ask Russell Brunson or Vic Stryzuse because they're not they're not accessible to me in that way. So my point with all this is that if you have the opportunity to find a mentor, find one, go out and get one, and think about what you need to do and what you need to know in order to be successful. Because if you don't, if you're trying to do this all by yourself, I won't say it's impossible. I found it impossible. And I quite honestly don't know why someone would want to do it by themselves. But I think it's relatively impossible. And so getting that help, like with the 4% Success Challenge, with Russell Brunson's materials such as the Affiliate Boot Camp and the 30-Day Summit, like all those things are helpful. And they guide you, right? You need a guide. And so that's where I've brought in, not brought in, but I've started working with Kevin, and he and I are working together really well, and he's helping me scale my business. And that's where I come in as well as a tier 5 mentor. So I'll have to figure out, I wonder if Kevin be like a tier 5B or a tier 5A. But that's where I come in as someone who can help you be successful by pointing you in the right direction, right? So I know the resources, and I know where to find them, and I can kind of curate them for you, and then help you into going and find those resources. And that's a very valuable thing. When you think about all the time that you would have to spend trying to find all the different things that I could curate for you, or that I could help you find. That's a thing of value, right? So that's where my expertise comes in, where I'm not an expert in affiliate marketing by any means, but I have more expertise than someone who hasn't started yet, or someone who is just starting. So that's what I wanted to talk about today. I think it's really important. Hopefully I'm not too shaky, but I think it's really important to really kind of take stock in what you want to do, and how you want to do it. Because once you make that decision, you have to go all in. There's not, I talk all the time about there's not a try. I'm not going to try out affiliate marketing. I don't even like saying that because I'm worried it screws up my brain. I decided that I was going to do, well, no, I shouldn't say that. I decided that I was going to try affiliate marketing. And then once I got into it and was taught by my mentors that trying wasn't good enough, because trying gives me an out, right? Trying, if I try to do affiliate marketing, I give myself an out to fail. And most likely I will fail because I'm just trying it out. So I learned that. I did not know that. I had never thought of it that way. But now, I listen, all I do is listen to podcasts in the car. I don't ever listen to the radio because it's not helping me. It's not helping me grow. In fact, listening to the radio actually takes my mind off of things that I need to be concentrating on when I can be concentrating on them, right? So if I'm trying to think through a problem and I've got sports radio on, that's not helping me. So I try to keep, I listen to Tony Robbins, and I listen to Grant Cardone and Russell Brunson and whoever else has the podcast out. So that's really a very important thing to me. So I'll finish up by saying that, if you don't have a mentor, get a mentor. If you haven't decided that you want to do this, then decide, or don't decide, right? Just don't decide. Don't come into it thinking, oh, I'll give it a try. Okay, don't come in kicking the tires. Either figure it out or don't. And you can easily figure it out by you can kick tires on YouTube and try to figure out whether this type of thing is for you. You can figure that out by watching me or watching other by watching other people that know a lot more than me, and you can say, okay, well, this thing is for me. If this person can do it, then I can do it. But then once you decide, okay, I'm going to do this, then you've kicked the tires. Like, you've kicked enough tires, you know whether you want to do it or not. So either you come in and you go in whole hog, or move away from it and find something else that you want to do. Because if you're looking at affiliate marketing, if you're looking into it and you're trying to research it, then ultimately you want to make a change to your life in some way, and certainly it's probably financial, because that's what affiliate marketing really is at the beginning. So if you want to make a financial change and you kick the tires and you like what you see in terms of what's out there for affiliate marketing, then make that decision and go with it and go whole hog. There is no try. I'm gonna do affiliate marketing, and that's just it. It's not about like come hell or high water. It's just that's what you're gonna do, and you make that decision and you go with it. And I really encourage you to do that, because it's awesome. I love it. I'm so excited, and in 7 months, the idea of being able to create a business, like a full-fledged business, in 7 months is incredible. And really, it only took me like 5 months to build the business. Now I'm like working on how to make it better and how to improve it. And that's where I brought in, I've brought in a mentor. So that's my point. That's what I wanted to talk about today, is mentoring. Check out my blog post. Please like and subscribe to this video if you like what I'm doing. Let me know how things are going. Let me know if you have any questions. And I look forward to talking to you again tomorrow. Have a great day.